What's up, everybody? So, I just wanted to get on here and kind of just talk at you for a couple minutes. Obviously, you don't have to listen to this. I don't expect it. I don't care. I might do this as a regular segment just to put my thoughts out there, maybe more on a deeper level, I guess, in a way. Um, uh, I might not even give this segment a name or even like episode numbers or whatever, but I don't know. But yesterday here it was raining pretty hard, and I don't mind the rain. I actually and I personally enjoy it. It kind of gives me peace. I really like whether it's in the morning or the night. Um, I get up and have my coffee and sit out on my porch and listen to the rain, or I'll sit out on the porch with a beer at the end of the day and listen to the rain, one or the other. And yesterday I went to the gym, um, and I got out of my truck and I'm walking to the gym, and it's in a like a store plaza, so there's a lot of stores around, so it's a big parking lot, and everybody was either running to their car or running into the buildings. And a lot of them had umbrellas or rain jackets and stuff like that. And I didn't have I didn't have an umbrella. I didn't have a rain jacket. Um, but I was watching people run around, and I just kind of like stopped and I looked up at the sky, and I don't know, I just kind of felt I was where I needed to be, I guess, if that makes any kind of sense. I don't know if it does. It kind of doesn't even make sense to me. But right after I was done at the gym, I'm walking back out to my truck, and I walked slower. Um, I walked slower than I did when I walked in. And I was seeing people running to get to where they needed to be because they didn't want to be in the rain. They don't want to be caught in the rain. But I think there's something beautiful about rain. I think in general, really, nature, I think there's something beautiful there. Um, you know, and it brings me to, there's no growth without a storm. It's just like trying to stay happy all the time. You can't. You're not going to. That's not the way it's meant to be. If the sun was out 24/7, there'd be a drought. You'd shrivel up and die. So we need the rain, just like we need to feel sorrow, feel pain. Without it, we don't know that we're real. That's my kind of thoughts. But there's something about rain, and yesterday it just brought me so much peace. Yeah, the way it hushes a busy street, the way it smells like I don't know, like a memory you forgot you had or something. It can feel comforting, lonely, mysterious, pretty much all at once, really. I felt lost. But I felt balanced. I felt where I was where I was supposed to be. I am who I am supposed to be. Um, I just there's a moment, like I said earlier, where even when I did it when I was walking in and I did it when I was walking out, where it just kind of stopped and looked up to the sky and just closed my eyes and took a deep breath. When I was a kid, I remember sitting on the porch, my grandparents' porch mostly, just kind of watching the rain fall. No music, no phone, just the sound of the drops on the roof. I definitely didn't know it then, but those quiet storms taught me how to slow down and listen, kind of just be patient. And I didn't realize it then, and still don't even know if I 100% realized it now, but it's just kind of, like I said, it just kind of brings you like this peace when you really, it's like that saying, stop and smell the roses. It's hard to explain, and I know there might be people that get it, some people might understand, but I don't know, man. Have you ever noticed that fresh, earthy smell right before it starts to like downpour? So it's kind of like a light rain, and you can smell like the aroma of the earth. It's like alder trees, uh, or I don't know, like I don't know, it's just it's a certain smell. I can't explain it, but I guess it's called petrichor. Um, it's like a mix of plant oils and a special chemical released by soil-dwelling bacteria when, raindrops hit the ground. It's one of the um, nature's little love letters to us, I guess, reminding us that the earth is alive and breathing. And I think I kind of feel it when it's raining. I guess that's why I kind of just feel so like peaceful and at home when it's raining. But cultures all over the world would they saw rain as like a sacred. Some indigenous tribes perform rain dances, asking the sky for water and renewal. Um, in Japan, there's a word, suyu, if I remember correctly. I can't remember. I know their T's are silent, and I always want to pronounce the C, and I know T in, I'm pretty sure it had a T at the beginning. Um, but that was for it was a word for the rainy season, and it feels like a soft curtain between spring and summer. And in literature, um, rain has always been a symbol of change, like cleansing and rebirth. But I have a quote here. I actually have a couple. This one comes from Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. He wrote, "The best thing one can do when it's raining is to let it rain." And like metaphorically, just think about what that entails. You know, you're feeling down, you're feeling upset or sad, depressed. Feel it. That's all you got to do. Just feel it. John Updike, he said, "Rain is grace. Rain is the sky descending to the earth. Without rain, there would be no life. And he's right, honestly, technically. And so I was born in the 80s, and I know this band was prevalent long before I was born. But when I think about Rain, it also shows up for like Purple Rain by Prince or November Rain by Guns N' Roses. Guns N' Roses is the band I was referencing, but you know, it's that renewal sounding, that renewal imagery. And then you also have that kiss in the notebook in the rain, like it's just, I don't know. Rain makes everything feel bigger and more cinematic. You know what I mean? If that makes any kind of sense to you, it makes sense to me. Maybe that's why I love it, because I love movies, and you know, I love the cinematic draw of rain. Rain doesn't just fall, it changes a scene. It forces us to pause, reflect, and sometimes feel things we've been too busy to notice. But I guess I'd love to hear your rain stories, like how rain makes you feel, whether you hate it, you love it, your first kiss in a storm, or your favorite rainy day ritual, the time you got caught miles from home with no umbrella and and just laughed about it, because I mean, I've been caught in the rain like a million fucking times, and you're never prepared for it. Yeah, you can definitely share that story with me. Maybe I'll feature it in another one of these segment episodes. You can send it audio or whatever. Anything interesting about rain, any stories you have, some shit happened in the rain, I don't know. um, but yeah, obviously you guys know the email. It's wheretheweirdonesare@gmail.com if you want to email me your stories and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, I think rain teaches us patience, resilience, reflection. So, like I said 100 times now, it's like a renewal. It's water. Water is life. Rain is life. Rain allows us to grow. So, like I said, you gotta let it rain. But yeah, let me know if you guys like me talking at you like this, bringing this stuff up. If you found this interesting, I'd love to hear your thoughts. I don't you don't have to I don't have to include this into another episode or our talk. If you want to just email me or hit me up on the Instagram where_the_weird_ones_are. Yeah. But I appreciate you allowing me and giving me this time to talk at you about my thoughts on a more deeper and intimate level of just me and you as the listener. Um, but yeah, I think I might either do this once every other week, or maybe it'll just be like every week, some shit. I don't know. All right. Well, remember, question everything. Definitely stay weird.